So just roll with it.
Okay.
I'm
very concerned now, but okay.
Okay, if you were a character from any novel or short story, who would you be and why?
If I was going to be a character from any short novel,
Or poem.
short story or novel or poem,
Yeah.
who would I be and why? I would be the Grinch.
The Grinch.
Yes.
That's awesome. Why?
Yeah. Well, because the Grinch, the Grinch goes on a beautiful journey through that story. You know, he's this evil, bitter troll of a guy who lives up on the mountain. But at the end, he actually gets affected by the Who's, and his heart grew 2 sizes that day. And he's a
good role model.
He goes on a nice journey through that story, and I think a lot of characters don't have that much of a journey, but he really goes on a journey. Plus, he had that cool little dog.
Yeah. Do you have a little dog?
Max. They tied
Do you have a
up.
little lap dog?
No,
No.
I don't have any dogs right now. Was that question number 2?
That's right.
That's 2.
Do you have a lap dog?
Right.
Uh-oh.
How are you gonna get through them all?
I don't know. Favorite city in the world?
Favorite city in the world?
In the world.
Wow.
Not just Canada.
Wow. Favorite city in the world. I think London's my favorite city.
London?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's just like going to Europe, except everybody speaks English.
Perfect. Do you have a favorite small town?
Do I have a favorite small? Ucluelet, British Columbia.
Is that where you grew up?
No.
Oh.
No.
Just
the place,
like it?
I love it. I love Ucluelet. Yeah, Yuki's beautiful.
Did you shoot something there?
No. I own a small hotel there.
You do?
And I spend a lot of time there because I love Ucluelet.
I heard you had a winery too. Is that?
I own part of a winery up in the Okanagan in British Columbia.
With Terry David Mulligan? Is this true?
No, with Terry.
No. I'm just, the
With
makeup artist said that.
Right, no.
I don't do any
Terry and I
research.
Terry and I don't own a winery together.
You know.
That's very funny though. That's the rumor. Sure, Terry's gonna love to hear that.
There's no bromance going on with you guys?
No.
No? Okay.
Was that question number 3?
No.
Okay.
If you could ask only one question of a prospective mate or a business partner, what would you ask them? One question.
If I could only ask one question.
Just one question, and you've got to make a decision based on that question. Is that a crazy question?
That's impossible. You can't do that.
Well, what if
that
you
would
had
be irresponsible.
To? What if you had to? Okay, you have to. You're the Grinch, and you have to.
I have to ask one question and then make my determination.
Yeah, just one.
Whether to make that person a business partner or
a mate.
A mate.
Or like marry them, live with them.
I have no idea where to go with that. That's
do you
crazy.
Smoke weed?
Wow, that's really difficult.
I'm sorry, I didn't know my questions were so hard.
That's a really hard question.
Okay,
that's
you know
really
what?
Hard.
You don't even have to answer it.
Okay.
If you could have a free 15-minute shopping spree in any store, which would it be? What store would it be?
Free 15-minute shopping spree in any store. What would it be? It would be Tiffany's.
Tiffany's?
Mm-hmm.
How elegant.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, what was your most embarrassing audition or job interview?
Wow, my most embarrassing audition. I mean, that's a pretty long list. Like as an actor, you generally, the minute you leave the room, you forget everything that happened in there. It's the only way you keep your sanity.
Yeah.
And you try not to relive it ever.
Like now, like
yeah,
I'm asking
I know,
you
like
to
you're
now.
asking me to. That's sort of, as an actor, that's sort of your defense mechanism against,
You blocked it out.
against the million pounds of rejection that we all face all the time as thespians.
Which David would you most like to be trapped on an elevator with? Sedaris, Frum, Lynch, Foley, or Suzuki?
Wow, that's a really good question. David Sedaris is the easy one because he just make you laugh the whole time. Foley's a buddy of mine, so it wouldn't be bad stuck on an elevator with him. But Suzuki is the Zen master, and I feel like Suzuki, because I think that Suzuki and I together would be able to fix the elevator and get ourselves out of there. Because he knows everything.
What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Breaking Bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
good choice. Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve these days is people that don't have cell phone etiquette. People who walk around talking really loud on their phone, and even in a restaurant, bad cell phone etiquette really
Yeah.
chaps my ass these days.
Chaps your ass. Haven't heard that yet. Gotta get out more.
There you go.
I'm sure my photographer hasn't.
Yeah, you're sitting in writing these questions all day every day.
That's right. I just I'm inside and shuttle to these little low ceiling
These
rooms.
little hovels. Yeah, isn't the low ceiling
I know,
kind
it's
of
like
creepy?
the 7.5
Totally.
floor.
What? It is the 7.5
It is.
floor.
What would a movie based on your life be called?
Wow.
No pressure. Just
Wow.
name the movie
What
based on
would the
your life.
movie based on my life be called? What would it be called? Kid Canuck.
I like it. Okay, if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? I just thought of a really bad answer to that. All right.
Yes. I'm reading your mail on that one. It's a family magazine.
Except for my parts. But your second option.
Right. Good. Thank you. There's a chicken dish that Vikram Vij makes at his restaurant in Vancouver. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's yogurt and tamarind marinated chicken. You have to marinate the chicken for anywhere from 6 to 24 hours, and then you grill it on a really hot barbecue, and it's really spectacular. And I could eat that for the rest of my life.
That's very Georgia O'Keeffe of you. I think she just ate chicken.
Did she really? And she died from
just eating chicken.
You can die from just eating chicken? I bet you
Apparently.
Apparently.
But she was pretty old. And she was just eating
Maybe
chicken.
she just died of old age.
Maybe.
And the eating chicken thing was just sort of a sideline.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's funny that you think the chicken killed her.
I don't know why I think that.
Chicken can't kill you.
Chicken can't kill you.
Well,
Leave it out in the sun.
You eat it raw after it's been sitting in the sun for a week. Yes, you can.
Chicken can kill you, but
It's
okay.
true.
I'm diverting. What's the most inappropriate thing you've ever said or worn?
Most inappropriate thing I've ever said or worn.
Yeah, just pick one. Assless chaps. I don't know.
All chaps are assless. Chaps
Oh my
by
God, I
their
feel so stupid.
chaps by their very design are assless.
You're right. Why do people always say assless chaps?
Because
Oh
it's
God.
funny.
It is
it's
funnier.
funny.
It's funnier with
Yeah.
the two words.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all
Okay.
chaps are assless.
All chaps are assless. Pretty profound.
The most inappropriate thing I've ever said, Ted Kennedy was still alive. I was at an event with his brother Robert, who's the head of the Waterkeeper Alliance, and we were at an event in Alberta, Robert's organization is called the Waterkeeper Alliance, and they're trying to clean up all the inland waterways in North America. And there was some faction of Albertan politicians that didn't want Robert in their province and didn't want his help cleaning up their waterways. And I got sort of caught in the crossfire of this, being a Canadian and being at Robert's event. All the media came to me, and they were talking to me about all the this faction of Albertans that were upset because Robert was trying to tread on their land and on their waterways. And so I made a comment to one of these reporters. I said, well, now that I understand your concerns, me and Bobby will sit down. We'll have we'll drink a bottle of Chivas and we'll straighten this out. Oh no, wait, that would be Ted. And of course they ran with it and put it on the cover of the paper the next day. And I had to go to Bobby and say, hey, Bobby, I kind of made this joke yesterday. And I told him what the joke was, and he laughed. He laughed. He said, that's actually really funny. But
inappropriate, but good.
It was inappropriate, but
it
turned out to be pretty funny.
Have you ever lied about liking a movie to get laid?
Not about liking a movie.
You lied about other things. Okay, enough said.
Come on, I was a teenager.
Okay, no, it's cool. I'm not judging. No judgment
Every
here.
teenage boy lies to get laid. He'll say whatever he can.
I still lie to get laid.
Okay.
Okay. What is something about you no one would ever suspect?
What is something about me that no one would ever suspect?
It's your deep, dark secret. That's something you do, like you bake.
I don't bake, but I cook.
You cook?
I cook. I cook exceptionally well.
Do you?
And I devote the time to it and make it happen and do it. I feed my family.
Good
That's what I
man.
do.
Good.
And I'm not just talking about barbecue, I'm talking about everything.
Not just barbecue. I know.
Come on, barbecue, that's easy.
We no time?
No.
Okay. Darn.
This
You don't
is
get to do
this
my
is the last
Rorschach
bit.
test. It's so much fun. Okay, just one impression.
All right,
okay?
give me one.
Okay. What do you see? Do you see a snowman? Do you see a concert? Do you see
I see.
fidelity or politics?
That's Brian Mulrooney holding
Barbara
Brian
O'Neill.
Mulrooney and Lady Gaga. Here's what I see. Brian Mulrooney and Lady Gaga just had twins. Isn't that
Really?
sweet?
That's what you see?
Isn't that sweet?
That says a lot about you. But I can't get
That's
into
very
it
sweet.
now.
That's very sweet.
There's some
Echo.
really fun cards you're gonna miss.
Oh my God.
Do you see,
It's the Donnie Marie collection, available at Sears. That's what I
Notice
see
he has
right
the
there.
moose knuckle going on there.
Oh yes, he did. Of course he does.
Of course he does.
That was fashion back then.
I'm gonna get in shit and never
Okay,
be asked
all right.
back.
Okay, all right. You'll never be asked back. You'll be
Thank
asked back.
you.
Are you kidding me? That was funny.
Good.
That was very funny.
Great
I
to
hope
meet
I hope
you.
you can use at least a couple of those answers.
Is that your phone? Okay.
This is mine.
Not mine.
This one's
right?
mine.